Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Celestial Beauty, also known as Saturn in the 12th, where our main focus will be tarot and astrology. If this is your first time to my channel, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any content from me going further. And if this isn't your first time and you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back and your support. If any of you would like a personal reading or you would like to leave a donation for me because my messages have resonated with you, I will leave all that information in the description box for you below. But today I wanted to get into specifically what each signs need help with within their chakras. Which chakras are calling out the most for each sign. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the signs. You can skip through if you would like to, or you can listen to all of them. I recommend listening to your sun, rising, and moon signs, because there could all be messages in there that resonate with you. So this reading is definitely focused on healing and a lot of things probably going on in your subconscious. And I hope whoever needs these messages receives these messages, and whenever you are led to this reading is when you are meant to hear it. So please leave me any comments below and let me know how much these messages helped you. I would love to hear them. Let's get started. Alright, Aries, let's see which chakra card you got. Oh, you got forgiveness. Okay. There is a little child here holding a rhino, and a rhino is like holding it, I guess. It's like sleeping on a rhino comfortably. And I think this definitely has to do with like your inner child. There's trees in the distance that look like they have faces, or maybe there's people in the bushes or something looking from afar, which give me the sense that you find comfort in things that seem scary to other people, how the rhino is here, because these people are looking from afar. They're not making any moves. It doesn't look like they're ready to attack or anything, but it just kind of looks like they're observing, and kind of awe, I guess. So I would definitely say that a lot of your healing lies within your mind and how you perceive your childhood and how you were nurtured as a child. This card is purple too, which indicates that your third eye needs some attention, needs some help, needs some love, needs some forgiveness, as it says in the card here. And your third eye has to do with like your inner knowing and your intuition. And I think having forgiveness for the things that took place in your childhood will allow you to not only let go of the past, but allow room for your intuition to heighten and be more clear, and allow you to hear more messages, or allow you to recognize what are messages. So I'm just going to read a very general description of this card out of the book. I definitely wanted to give my own intuitive messages that I picked up just from my first impressions of seeing the card. But the general message here that's written in the book here is Rhonda Rhino from Amethyst. Forgiveness. Amethyst protects us from toxic situations. This card indicates healing and allowing yourself to return to the natural state of peace once again. Remember, we never forgive others, we only forgive ourselves for loving others who betrayed us. This is a time of personal evolution. So yeah, this is definitely, like I said, this suggests that you need to take some time to nurture your inner child and look back on the past and allow it to just be what it was and recognize it for what it was. Um, and maybe, like it said in the general overall, forgive those who maybe weren't there for you, like how the rhino was holding this child, those who didn't hold you or those who didn't nurture you through the situations that they were supposed to, maybe your parent, maybe a strong figure that was supposed to be a strong, um, just rock, supposed to be like a good rock, a stable figure in your life, that possibly wasn't, or didn't protect you. Maybe it was supposed to be a protector that you didn't feel protected by, and so your inner child did not feel protected. Therefore, you weren't able to express yourself or feel comfortable listening to your intuition. Maybe you weren't encouraged to listen to um, your gut, or to be led by your gut. So maybe as you look back on your past, look back, look back on it as you still seeing yourself as a small child, but then you as your present self, older, being there now for yourself in the ways that you wish others had to possibly help you get this forgiveness, um, and just be understanding with yourself that as we grow, we all get betrayed. None of us can say that we haven't been betrayed by someone. So we all ourselves grace when we feel tricked in ways or when we don't see things as quickly as we would like to, or as quickly as we would like to have seen um, before somebody tricked us or got one over on us. So, like I said, maybe as you look at yourself in the past, now you can look at it envisioning your older self now being there for you. Like I said, in the ways that you wish those people that were supposed to protect you, or as though you felt were supposed to protect you, um, should have. And maybe that will help. Okay. All right, Taurus, let's see what you got for your chakra. Ooh, isolation. Okay. Yeah, and there's a suit here, and it looks like there's a invitation, like you're invited to something, and you're looking at the suit, and you're choosing not to go. Um, yeah, you're isolating yourself from other things and other opportunities, and probably other people. There's like an emptiness. Maybe you're not like happy with your life or where you're at with things or the progression of things. So you are isolating yourself because you don't want others to see that you're not where you want to be at in life. That's what I'm picking up. And this is a blue card, so this is a throat chakra, it's your fifth chakra, indicates that this is chakra. So maybe you're scared to speak up, or you're scared to. There's something you're not saying, so you're isolating yourself. Like you would rather isolate yourself than say what you have to say. So you need to work on your confidence in speaking your truth so that you aren't forced into isolation when you come across difficult situations or when you come across confrontation. Um, like maybe there was like Give me a second. I feel like there's somewhere that you were very like something that happened possibly, and so now you're isolating yourself. But there's really not a need for that. Um, like I said, you were comfortable in this place. So if you were comfortable, that means that you should be able to speak to whoever is there. If you were comfortable there, you were comfortable speaking and you were comfortable being there. So whatever has made it uncomfortable, you can make it comfortable again if it was that way before. So, but you're going to have to work on being confident in speaking your truth and not being scared of how other people will feel in that truth. Because the alternative here is like isolation, and that's not necessarily healthy. It's different when you're going into isolation because you need peace and you need a reset and you need to rejuvenate, but it's different when you're in isolation because you feel ashamed in some ways, like you're hiding. Like and that's the energy that I'm picking up. So I feel like, yeah, I just keep hearing I would rather not speak than speak at all. Okay, so let's read the overall general card description here and from the book. Isolation, sapphire blue. A childlike playfulness is hidden under Sapphire's serious, elegant exterior. This card denotes wealth and ability to do anything well. Trust and loyalty are indicated. Sapphire also has great capacity for healing. See, so there's a childlike playfulness, it says, under this exterior, under the suit here. And I think you're making something more serious or bigger than it needs to be. You're turning down invitations to rooms where you do belong, but you, in your mind, have convinced yourself that you don't belong. I think maybe you have been hurt and betrayed and fooled perhaps so many times that isolation is now the natural habit or go-to. So you would rather isolate than kind of like put yourself out there and trust people. But like it says in this card, trust and loyalty are indicated here. The invitation is here. Things are being presented to you, and you're not taking them. But you can only heal so much in isolation. You have to get out there and you have to experience new things to gather new ideas and new concepts and help yourself heal. So this definitely indicates speaking your truth not only with other people but with yourself, and maybe why you're isolating yourself, why you're disappointed with yourself, why you don't per se feel like you can put on the suit, or why you're not good enough to put on the suit, or whatever the reason is you're not putting on the suit or taking the invitation. Yeah, this definitely indicates that you need to do some self-reflection on why you keep turning down opportunities, or why you feel like every opportunity can't be trusted, and why you would rather isolate yourself. You need to look at why that is your number one go-to, is to isolate, because you're missing out on things that are guaranteed to benefit you by isolating yourself too much. There's a difference between solitude and like isolation. Like I said, like it's different when you're going into isolation because you need to heal, you need to get some peace, you need to check out for a little bit, but it's different when you're doing it to hide from other people. It's different when you need a break for a day and you don't want to deal with people. Well, when you don't want to deal with people like all the time, every day, just Your friends can't even get you out of the house. Um, like I said, you don't have a passion for life. That's different. So definitely take a look at that. I am going to read like the meditative, it's a recommended meditation for this card if you pull this card, and I just think that it would be helpful for you, so I just want to read what it suggests. And it says, in meditation, think of something that you have been putting off: a vacation, calling a friend, painting a house. Close your eyes and imagine yourself totally involved in that activity. Come back when you are ready. Now, taking action will be that much simpler. So imagine yourself putting on that suit like there is in this card, or taking that invitation, or doing something that maybe you've turned down, or an opportunity you've turned down, or that you were planning on turning down. And maybe just imagine doing it in meditation, and see if that helps you with your momentum, and see if that helps with your motivation levels. I think that's all the messages I get for you there, Taurus. I mean, this is your guys' season. This is the first day of Taurus season. Step into your energy. Stop isolating yourself. If you're going to take any more time, this is so much isolation time. That's what you need to be doing with the rest of this isolation before you step out, all right? Okay, Gemini, let's see what you got. Oh, soulmate. Okay. Yeah, this is a red card. This indicates your root chakra. This indicates that you need some grounding. You definitely need some grounding. You need to look at yourself. You definitely need to look at a mirror. Um, you may be projecting onto others unknowingly. Um, and maybe take a look at the people that are upsetting you or irritating you, and look at maybe the ways in which you are doing things somewhat similar, or just perhaps in different ways. Um, like, how do I explain it? Like, just because, like, you could be doing something similar, but it's just in a different situation, so it doesn't look like the same to you, but it's really like a very similar concept. Um, but you're judging theirs so harshly because their situation is different. Um, I keep hearing there needs to be a flow in your energy, in your way of thinking, um, because there's like a disconnect, and there needs to be more of a connection. Um, it's like your third eye like you can see his third eye is like open here, right? Like he wants to see, the third eye wants to see things, but there are things in your root chakra, and things that you haven't faced within your ego, or things you haven't broken down, I want to say, within your ego, that aren't allowing your third eye to flow as clearly as it would like to. Yeah, I believe that once there is more healing done within the root chakra, more attention to the root chakra, more breakdown of the ego, what parts of the personality are ego and not, will help strengthen this third eye, and help your third eye see more clearly, and help you speak your truth more clearly, as the hand is up here above his head. Okay, so let's read what the general overall meaning of this card means out of the book, just to see how it resonates. It says, Soulmate Rose Without Thorns. This card indicates changing old communication patterns and being open to a new way of interacting. You may no longer be able to have conversations that don't sustain your authenticity. Freedom lies ahead, better than you can imagine. So yeah, definitely, like I said, that breakdown of the ego is definitely going to contribute here to that freedom and to you having those conversations that are only authentic and not being in superficial spaces any longer. You know, your root chakra has to do with like passion and love. And this is like the soulmate card, so perhaps, you know, and there is a man and woman in here, so perhaps there's somebody in your life or who has come into your life that has sparked a sort of love in you that has inspired you to heal certain parts of yourself. And that's amazing. I know that when I found my true person, it definitely inspired me to get closure in areas I never cared about getting closure before in, and to heal parts of me that I never really cared to, or even thought, I guess, I needed healing in. But I wanted to be so whole and present in the most ways that I could with him, so that I wasn't bringing broken parts of me from old relationships into my new relationship. I just didn't want to self-sabotage from any old relationship. So I can definitely resonate with, um, you know, somebody being brought into your life that you love so much that makes you want to heal parts of yourself. And perhaps that's happening for you. And if so, that's amazing, and I'm very happy for you. So yeah, this is definitely a time to face your true feelings. And a lot of times when you do meet your soulmate, it is a beautiful process, but it's also like a tough process, because your soulmate kind of shows you who you are and you reflect back to each other. And that's why they're so important and instrumental in our lives, is because they show us things about ourselves. So embrace that, try not to be scared by that, and just face your true feelings, um, and heal as much of yourself as you can, so that you can be the person that you would want someone to be for you fully um, in a relationship. But yeah, you guys need to work on your root chakra. That's definitely your advice here. Root chakras for the Geminis. All right, Cancer. What did we get? Recovery. Okay, and there's a big key here. Let's see. It looks like something's being revealed to you. Like maybe a memory from the past is being recovered. There's a door here in the distance, and there's like light shining through the keyhole, and then this key is being presented to you, or this woman here, who I'm guessing is you. I feel like you are, yeah, releasing, or not releasing, but recovering a piece of yourself that you may have, maybe you have released, or that you forgot about, or um, a memory that you um, forgot, and that is bringing you some enlightenment, some peace, and um, Sorry, I have some yard workers outside right now, so it's probably making it loud. I don't know if I'm gonna hear it on the recording when I play it back or not, but it's a little bit distracting. Um, Maybe you've been distracted by life, and that is why you haven't been able to uncover some memories from your past that you've wanted to. This is also a purple card, which has to do with the throat chakra um, and seeing the unseen. Um, um, so maybe whatever key that's unlocking this door for you is allowing you to see something clearer. Um, Let me read what the general overall meaning for this card is out of the book. It says Recovery, the Lilac Key. Lilac offers detachment as you allow yourself to see the big picture. What once may have been immaturity is now about growing into a new partnership with spirit. Step back and allow the angels to bring healing to you. So yeah, allow the, as it says here, allow the pains from our past to unlock the door of understanding. So as you can see, there's a door here with a key. And like I said, I was definitely picking up on there being a memory or an energy from the past that you are able to unlock that is helping you see something clearer now. You know, it takes courage to face pain, painful memories in our past, especially. But when we are brave enough to look at those things and recognize the lessons in those things, we are able to have a greater understanding with ourselves and the universe. And it helps us have a better perspective on overall life. I think this card suggests that you are living in survival mode and it's no longer enough for you. You need clarity, and that comes from unlocking doors that you have kept shut. Um, Perhaps you are a compartmentalizer like myself, and you put things in little compartments to deal with it later. And you may not deal with things in the present moment because it's not productive or efficient for that moment. um, but I know cancers can kind of brood. At least in my experience, cancers can kind of brood. I've always, and at least in my experiences, the cancers that I've dealt with, I had to kind of guess how they feel. I Unless they have other things in their chart, I don't find that they're as forthcoming about their feelings sometimes, as other people like to say that like they're emotional. Like they are emotional, they definitely are, but I feel like the tough emotions they hide more. I feel like whatever emotions you've hid away and you've locked away indoors, whatever memories you've locked away indoors that you haven't wanted to touch, you need to go back. Like you said you were at the time that you locked it away and you were going to deal with it at a later time. This is that later time for you to deal with that and recover those painful memories and process them so you can fully let go of them and allow new experiences into your life. All right, so third eye for you, Cancer. Third eye work for you. Leo, let's see what you got. Face. Another purple card. You also need to work on your third eye here. Our third eye chakra healing energy that is needed for the signs here thus far. Yeah, looks like there's a lot of things being presented to you. There is, you have your guides here, you have the world, you have gifts, you have jewels here, all along your path here. And I think that you need to have faith in the universe that everything is going to work out. Perhaps you doubt your third eye because of your lack of faith, and this card is definitely suggesting that you need to have faith that everything is already handled and worked out by the divine. And there's a need for you to sort of trust the unknown. Like, you don't always have to know how things are going to happen. And that's why I say have faith that your guides are going to work it out for you. There's really no reason to worry about things. And as we grow older, we look back and we reflect, and we, or at least some of us, tend to see, like, why do we worry so much? Like, everything always tends to work out in the end. And I think that's the energy that you need to step into, or you're suggested to step into. There's really no reason to worry about anything. Your third eye will strengthen the more you have faith in the universe and the more you have faith in yourself. So stop trying to figure out all of the outcomes, or not even the outcomes, but stop trying to figure out how you're going to get to the outcome. Let the universe work that part out for you. It's already got the path. Just follow the path. She has a stone path right here. There's jewels on the path. Just go down the path. The guides can see already what's on the path. You don't have to see what's on the path. It's just like that Martin Luther King quote, you don't have to see the first step of the staircase. Just take your first step, But without faith, the universe can only present you so much. If you don't even have faith that it exists or that it's possible, you won't see or accept opportunities that are presented to you. How these are presented through the jewels right here, it's like she'll think that these are fake. She has no faith, but if she has faith that these things are real, or they could be obtainable, she would actually go for them. So faith is very important for you at this time, and especially within healing and attending to your third eye, as the purple in this card suggests, because this card is purple, so it's a third eye chakra card. Alright, so let's read the overall general description of this card from the book. It says, Faith, royal purple brick. We are all wounded. Some wounds are recognized easily, while others are not. Forge ahead and do not allow your pain to hold you back. You are meant to inspire others, and if you do not carry on, they will suffer. It is time to deliver your message. So yeah, you can't be terrified by the path ahead. You don't know if there's good on the path. You don't know if there's bad on the path. And you don't know exactly how those things are going to come, but you do know that there's a path ahead that you need to take. So you do just need to take it and have faith that everything's going to work out in the exact way it should, good or bad. And good and bad is just how we perceive it. You can find positives, or try to find positives, I should say, in a lot of things. If we work at it, we can find the positives in things. It says here that what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Just like the guides are showing her here, the world and the treasures and all of the great experiences that await her, you have those same opportunities that are presented to you. But if you keep holding on to the fear of failure, or the fear of messing up, or the fear of embarrassing yourself, whatever your fear is that's preventing you to step closer to your goals or your dreams, then it'll only get worse as time goes and you look back and you are not happy with yourself for not doing what you wanted in this lifetime. So have faith that you can get through the tough times, or you can challenge yourself into either taking a new direction. Maybe you're trying to start school. Maybe whatever you want to do seems insurmountable at this time, and you need to have faith that you are strong enough and capable enough to accomplish that, because the guides and the universe wouldn't have put this idea in your head if it wasn't obtainable. So it's time for you to obtain it and have that faith that you can obtain it. And this will help your confidence and your intuition and yourself. And you just being happy with yourself and just proud of yourself overall. Do not use your energy in a self-defeating way. You need to broaden your focus and notice all of the miracles that already exist all around you, so that you can recognize the motivations that are all around you already to continue down your path, rather than focusing on your fears connected to those opportunities. So that is what I get for you, Leos. Hey, Virgo. Let's see what we got. Discovery. Okay, this is a red card, so it's a root chakra card. Are you discovering what you're passionate about and what's really important to you? Maybe you were instilled with beliefs or maybe morals that either aren't what's the word? Like identifying with you anymore, or maybe they are even more so now. You're realizing how deeply they affect you, good or bad. Whatever your conditioning was as a child, I feel like you're discovering the ways in which it has really shaped you as a person and your perception on life, and your willingness to be open to life and love itself. And I think this discovery of your childhood conditioning is helping in some transformational growth here. There's a flower kind of here in the corner that gives me the impression of growth that is in process right now for you. The moon also indicates to me that you are seeing things clearer, and things are being illuminated and shown to you, which also further confirms to me that you are being shown, like I said, the ways in which you have been conditioned throughout your life to see things the way that they are now. And I think you're taking the parts where you still identify and God, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Resonate with, and you are discarding what does not resonate with you further, and really creating your own identity and stepping out of the conditioning that has led to aspects of your ego that you don't like, and etc. I think guides are showing you parts of yourself here that you may not like, but it is allowing you to give yourself grace, and others grace too, because it's showing you that, you know, you're not perfect. I mean, you knew that, but perhaps you were judging others for things, and now that you are taking a look at your own conditioning, you are seeing how you've judged them based on your own conditioning and how that was unfair. So it's allowed you to be more softer in your approach and how you see the world and people. All right, let's read from the book here, the general description of this card. It says, Discovery, pink from Pinkton. In the past, you may not have been fully prepared to face facts. Being willing to take the journey, regardless of the outcome, will prove rewarding. Get ready to carry a commitment through to completion. So I believe once you you start this process of discovery, it's all in. It's not just you're jumping straight in. You're not just going to be putting your feet in first. You're going to be following this to the end, and to not be discouraged, because this is really going to purify you and allow you to transform into your more authentic self, which will allow you to be more comfortable within this world and not feel like you're operating at other people's standards and versions of you that they've built of you. It says here, are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you are presently upset or struggling with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that is far less than what you deserve. And I feel like that definitely goes with the intuitive messages that I picked up for this card, is that there is a conditioning that you are realizing that you have that no longer fits you, or no longer fits how you want to be anymore. And going through this discovery of the mind is going to allow you to break apart the good and bads of that childhood conditioning and keep the parts that you still resonate with, like I said. I mean, honestly, as painful as it can be to realize and break down different parts of our mind, to access the ways in which we realize we've been conditioned in our life, is a form of self-care, because it's helping us be a better version of ourselves and realize what was placed upon us and what actually identifies with us. So like I said, as painful as it is very important and uplifting, as it is painful. But it is a journey and a commitment, as it said in the description of the card. And I think you're ready for that. So definitely focus on your root chakra, focus on grounding, so that when you unlock and discover these different aspects of your personality and your past, that you were subconsciously aware of. You're not thrown too far off. Try to implement some good grounding methods now that work for you. So, like I said, that when you do go farther into this journey of your discovery, you have those to fall back on, to ground you and not allow your emotions to discourage you, to revert back, to your habitual conditioning. I'm trying to see if any messages are coming to me here for your card. Any other messages for Virgo? I don't think so. I think that's all. Just work on your root chakras, Virgo. Libra, Libra, my Libras. Oh, oh, we got guilt. I say we because I'm a Libra sun. We got guilt. Oh. So this is an orange card, which I believe is solar plexus for this. Or I'm sorry, no, this is the sacral chakra. So it's right above the root chakra, so the second chakra. And with the sacral cards in this deck, the orange cards are about learning to like observe your emotions. So perhaps you need to look at the ways in which you feel well, obviously guilty because guilty is the word here, but also like she's chained up, like she's tied down here. Like maybe there is some resentment that you have. Maybe you feel stuck in a job or a marriage or in a relationship. Or you like she's stuck like doing chores here. It's like she's almost forced to do chores, or she's helping someone that is like less fortunate. Maybe there is a someone like you didn't sign up to take care of, I want to say. Maybe there's a situation that happened where maybe somebody's staying with you now that you didn't plan on, and excuse me, I can't talk. Maybe now that has become somewhat of a burden for you, whether that's financially or like just maybe aesthetically around the house, because you maybe you can't have your regular space, right? Maybe they're taking up some of your space, or they don't keep their space clean, so that interferes on your space and your ability to keep your house clean. But you would feel guilty, let's say, like kicking them out or putting them out on the street, or I just get the sense of like there's something that you are doing for someone that is benefiting them but is not benefiting you. Like it's a lose-win situation. It's a lose for you and it's a win for them. But like mentally you would feel upset. You would just feel too bad if you didn't come through for them. But the halo over her head indicates here to me that like regardless of what you're doing or what you have done, you've done enough already. So there's only so much that you can do to help someone. They have to want to help themselves. So at this point, if you were to do anything, you honestly wouldn't come out of this scenario looking bad. Like I said, she has a halo over her head right here. You've done enough and helped enough in this situation for people to really not have anything negative to say. You know, like you've done a lot, is what I'm picking up. So maybe check in with yourself and see why you feel so bad, or why you feel so obligated to help this person rather than yourself. Maybe you have people-pleasing tendencies that you grew up with, or maybe that you're not aware of, that are unconscious to you. But you can only do so much for yourself when you're busy helping everybody else, and maybe that's why the chains are here, is because there's all these things that this person could do, but when she is stuck helping other people, her time and energy cannot be spent going down other roads for herself. And maybe there's guilt in that. Maybe you have guilt because you know that you're not stepping towards your true purpose because someone else needs you, and that's holding you back, like how she is chained here. So let's read the overall description here of the card, like I've done with the other cards from the book. It says guilt. Saint Apricot. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. So yeah, this is exactly like I said. Sometimes people can manipulate you emotionally too. Like, you can only help people so much. People will only help themselves as much as they want to help themselves. If you're going to help them, there's no reason for themselves to help themselves. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, after a while, you have to look at things objectively and not personally, and take yourself out of the situation and say, like, okay, well, what would I tell someone if I was a third party person looking at myself or looking at this situation from far away? What advice would I give myself, you know? And maybe that will give you a better understanding of what is really taking place here. Is this person really just manipulating you emotionally into taking care of them financially, or whatever the case may be? There could be an emotional component to what is holding you and tying you to this person or this situation, and you can't allow them to guilt you into not progressing with your life. I think that you have been strong for this person, or you have been strong in this situation or in this environment for so long, it's become natural and not comfortable, because you're not comfortable. She's not happy here, but comfortable in a sense of, like, that's all you know? And it's not healthy for you, because you can't progress. You can't progress there. You just cannot. As it says in the card here, you need to reclaim your life. You weren't put here to be someone's servant, to serve out somebody else's dream of what they think your life should be. Like I said, I keep pointing back to this chain here. It's like somebody's forcing her to just stay where she's at, keep doing what she's doing. Wow, she has a whole halo. She's a whole angel right here, and somebody is just forcing her to dim her light for them, and that's not fair. That's an emotional manipulation. Somebody around you is emotionally manipulating you, and that is affecting your sacral chakra. It truly is. You need to look at it. It says right here up at the top, I am sorry, but I have to take care of myself. So whoever is taking all this energy away from you, or whatever is taking this energy away from you, you need to step away from. You need to break the chain right here that she has on here, and you need to step away from it. And like it said before, I'll keep saying it, reclaim your life. It says here, do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Who cares if they don't like you? Because You don't want to take care of them anymore. If you've taken care of them for the last 3, 4 years, if you've been at that job for the last 3, 4 years, or 10 years, who cares? Who cares if you walk away at this point? Like I said, in the intuitive energy that I was picking up, I feel like you've done enough in this situation or for this person that it really doesn't matter at the end of the day if you walk away at this point, because you've done your due diligence, you've put in the work, you've done everything, and you still have nothing to show. So honestly, they can feel however they want. Nobody else is really going to think that you didn't put in the work, you know? So, had you not, yeah, in the beginning, people could have said stuff, sure, but now, 4 years later, and you've been dealing with the same shit at this point, people are feeling bad for you. So they'd be happy for you to walk away and see you do your own thing. The only person that's going to be mad is the person that you're not enabling anymore. It says here under personal inquiry, am I giving too much of my time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? So I suggest that you work definitely on obviously your sacral energy. This is an orange card here, and your confidence in saying no, and your confidence in changing your people pleasing habits, and your confidence in creating boundaries to people who take too much from you and don't give enough back. That is what I get for you, Libras. All right, Scorpios. Let's see. Confusion. Okay. There's like a mist around this person, a mist of confusion. I get a sense that you feel as though you can only trust yourself, that there's a lack of trust in yourself, in your intuition. Possibly even your guides. Maybe you feel like they're not there. Like you honestly, like I feel like you think you're alone. Like maybe somebody doesn't have your back. And it looks like whatever spirit here is trying to speak to you, you're not even receptive to it. I think you're so confused that you are skeptical of any incoming information. And this is like a gray card. So this is a crown chakra card. Maybe you're having headaches. Maybe there's a lot of like overthinking here because there's not a lot of, I get the feeling that there's not enough details, like there's not enough information, which is leaving you confused, and it's also contributing to your confusion, and contributing to the overthinking, obviously, because, like I said, there's like a lack of information, which is also causing the lack of trust here, and it's making it very cloudy. You're unable to hear or trust your guides, or trust yourself. Maybe there are things that have come to light recently that have caused quite a bit of confusion for you, that have created quite the veil for you here. Like it shook you up in a sense, and caused you confusion in areas where you never thought you would be confused, or have confusion, and it's making you uncomfortable. Like you're not able to rest. Okay, let's read the overall description of this card from the book. It says confusion, silver cloud. When you are in the unknown, it may be little comfort to know that you are safe. Understand that your angels have brought you to this point. You may need more information at this time. Remain still and allow inspiration in. It will come. So yeah, that is definitely exactly what I picked up. There needs to be a level of faith given to the universe, and knowing that it wouldn't have brought you to this confusion for no reason. And when you can stand unweary in uncomfortable and unforeseen situations, the universe has an opportunity to reward us and show us that we were right for trusting it. So as frustrating as it can be for a Scorpio to not know something, because I know Scorpios are very, or at least most Scorpios, depending on the placements and etc. in your chart, most Scorpios like getting to the bottom of things. They like digging deep. They like getting the info. They like getting beneath the surface. And this situation isn't going to be clear. And you need to accept that and accept that you're still going to get the information you need from your guides. It's just not going to be in the way that you normally go about getting the information. And that's okay. But you don't need to be stubborn here. I see or he or she, I'm not sure if it's a woman or a man, is sitting or standing with his hands kind of crossed here and upset. The information will present itself. It's just like the description says, it's going to take time and you need to be patient. It's not going to be something that you can dig for, like you're used to being able to dig for. It's something that is going to come in due time. And the more you obsess, like a Scorpio can do, any type of Scorpio placement, not just Scorpio Sun, but any type of Scorpio placement, depending on where you have it, can be obsessive and wherever that lies in your chart. And when you obsess and you overthink, it can just add to more confusion. So the less that you hold on and try to control the situation, and by control I mean trying to find the information, the less upset you'll be when you don't get that information the way that you expected to. So trust that your guides in the universe will make things clear and will show you what needs to be shown to you. It just may not be time yet. You may not be ready. I think you need to let go before they're willing to show you more. It says here, through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. So just like I said, you could be having headaches, you could be overthinking, and you're doing too much. You need to be okay that you don't have all the answers. Accept that you don't have the answers. Be okay, like I said, with not having the answers. And the answers will present themselves. The second you let go of trying to control the outcome and control how the information is obtained, is the second it will be presented to you effortlessly. So sit in your confusion healthily, not in an obsessive way. But when I say health in a healthy way, I mean in an accepting way and being okay with not knowing it. So meditate on it if you need to. I know it's hard to meditate when you have a headache, but stop obsessing about it. It's only adding to the confusion. Be okay with not knowing. Be okay with not knowing. And this will help your crown chakra. All right, Scorpios. Those are all the messages I got. All right, Sag, let's see what we got. Ooh, perception. Okay. This is green. I think you're the first heart chakra card that I've gotten out of this whole reading. So you need some heart chakra work, Saggies. You need some heart chakra work. I sense that you've had like maybe like a recent epiphany. Like there's a jewel here, there's a doorway here, and there's a jewel. Like she's in like this beautiful garden. Like maybe she's just entered it, maybe she's just leaving it. I can't tell. But like she's just stumbled across something wonderful. And I sense that that's like a new perception, as it says here in the card. I sense that it's and this like it's a new perception that is helping open your heart chakra, strengthen your heart chakra. Maybe you're stepping out into nature and having a just overall appreciation for the circle of life. Maybe you're noticing things that you haven't before. Maybe you're like she's looking at the birds and the butterflies. Maybe you have a garden now. I know the seasons hit a lot different when you have a garden, man. I never paid as much attention to the seasons changing as much until I started gardening about like 4 years ago. Maybe you've started to garden within the last year or so. Maybe when COVID happened, you started gardening, or maybe right before that, or maybe you are now. And that's just helping you have a different perspective on life when you can see growth in your plants. It is a fulfilling feeling, at least it is for me, and I'm sure it is for other people, or else many people wouldn't garden. But I do feel like you are nurturing this new perception, this new love in your heart, this new openness that you feel. This I think is the best energy that I've felt thus far. Out of everyone, this Sagittarius energy is the best. Warmest energy that I've felt within any of the cards or readings that I picked up for any of the other signs so far. I mean, I still have 2 more to do after this, but wow, Sag, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. This is a very like positive card. The attention to your heart chakra is still one of healing, obviously, but not like in the ways like the other cards were. I feel like those were a deeper, they were more trauma type healing, whereas this is like a nurturing, coming out of trauma type healing. Like recognizing growth, recognizing how far one has come, recognizing the change in perception, recognizing the change in oneself, recognizing the authenticity that has developed, and nurturing that. Like she's in a garden here, nurturing that. So it's a different healing, I want to say. Um, just a different part of the journey. This is all, all of these are a part of the journey. Like the tough parts, the good parts, the hard part, all of it's a part of the journey. So it's just a different part of the journey. That's all, Saggies. So good for you. I'm happy. Alright, so let's read here what the overall general description of this card means from the book. It says perception, emerald stone. Emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and the chance of embracing transformation. There is an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. How bomb is that? That's so bomb. So yeah, that that openness, that new openness that I said that I felt that you were having in your heart is literally opening you to new opportunities that are going to bring you wealth. That literally said right here. It says transformation in the heart, change in perception, the unknown, promise of a richer experience. You are stepping into this new perception so purely. And that's why I kept getting the word nurture. Like you are nurturing this. You are so happy with the way that you feel and so happy with this new perception. You don't want anything to happen to it. You're nurturing it like a little baby. And that's great. You need to. That's exactly how you need to treat this energy because it's profound and you can do so much with it. And you are going to. Sages are known for like travel and philosophy. And I feel like you're going to be able to use this new perspective in, like I said, a profound way. It says, often our journey brings us full circle, leaving us to wonder why things happen. Excuse me. Emerald Stone teaches us to follow through on whatever is before us. Going back is not an option. And you know that, like, and that is why you are nurturing this new perception so much, is because you don't want to lose this new perception. You don't want to fall back into old ways of thinking and old comfortable ways. You are trying so hard to rewire your mind, and the fact that you've gained this new perception has given you hope. And knowing that that can happen, that you can rewire your brain. So I continue and encourage you to nurture this new perception as much as you have and allow that to keep your heart open so that you can attract more and more opportunities into your life than you already have. Because you deserve that. You've, like it says, you've gone full circle. You've already done your lap. You don't need to do another lap, and there's no going back. So, don't be afraid of what's behind the door here. Like I said, I don't know if she's stepping in or if she's stepping out, but I think you weren't afraid of the door. I think you went through the door, and that's how you found the jewel here and your new sense of peace. So trust in your heart, trust what you know. Like I said, um, if there are any doors going further, you know when you went through this one, it led to better things. So don't be afraid of any doors going further. It also says up here, the heart knows what the eyes cannot see. So even if you don't know what's behind the door, it looks like there's some black behind the door here. Um, go ahead and walk through it anyways. There could be great things on the other side, just like this great, beautiful garden that she walked into, and the same great garden and perception that you walked into. Keep your heart open. Keep yourself in this energy. Don't allow things in the future to harden your heart, because you're on such a good path right now. I'm very proud of you, Saggies. Good job. Okay, Capricorn. We go. Ooh, self-worth. Okay, let's see. This is an orange, so it's a sacral card. Definitely need to work on the confidence, stepping into your power, your throne here. There's a throne here that's being illuminated from the skies, from the heavens, from the universe, whatever you want to call it. And this man is just looking at it kind of in awe behind, like, what is he supposed to do with it? Maybe you're unsure of what to do with all of your light and all of your power. I think this card is suggesting that you sit in your throne where you belong, that you gain the confidence to know exactly what tables you're supposed to sit at and not sit at. Maybe you are sitting at tables right now that you are better than. And what's that saying? If you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find a different room. I think you're the smartest person in whatever room you're in right now. And you need to step up to the head of the chair, the head of the table. Like this nice chair right here. Usually like the head of the table, right, is like the nice like chair. Maybe the chairs all match. I don't know. But what you need to do is step at the head of the table where you belong. You are putting yourself in scenarios and situations, places, environments, or with people that are not on par with you. Intellectually, energetically, that just aren't on your same level. And it is bringing your self-worth down, or it's causing you not to see your full self-worth. It is impacting you. It's detrimental to your own perception of yourself. You need to be around people who see how worthy you are and see your talents, and don't diminish you or require you to diminish yourself while you're around them. This is very unhealthy for you. Anybody. It's unhealthy for anyone. No one should put themselves in situations where they are required to dim themselves. It is very detrimental for your emotional, physical, and health, like point blank period. So I feel like you are being called to step out of situations that are having you question your self-worth, that are like subsequently making you question your self-worth. And that's like including people. Like even people can make you question your self-worth. Like I've cut off people because of their inability to be consistent with me, because their inability to be consistent with me in return makes me question how valuable I am to them. And that's not healthy for me, because I am valuable. I can't have people around me, nor should you or anybody else have anyone around them that makes them question their own value, because that in turn falls onto you. That energy transfers onto you, and then you're like, well, am I valuable? And then you start questioning, and then it's a whole breakdown of your confidence and your self-worth, as it is in this card. So you really need to step away, like I said, from anything, anyone, any situation, that that is having you question your self-worth or your value, and you need to recognize even the people that you don't want to see. Maybe there's someone in your life that you don't want to recognize, that is not valuing you, because it hurts. And of course, especially somebody that we care about, anybody that I've cut off because they didn't value me, it hurt fucking bad. um friend breakups are harder than like relationship breakups, you know. So but in the end, like, it's better for you to have people consistently in your life that you know value you, because it confirms and reaffirms how valuable you are to yourself. So that's just the intuitive messages that I picked up from this card just now. But let's go ahead and read the overall description in the book here. Okay. It says self-worth, salmon chair. Salmon is the color of deep emotional peace. You have been given a gift of self-love. This card indicates a love of life or no longer trying to prove your value to others. I said that shit. Who may not see what you see, sorry. Who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. So, like I said, stop trying to prove your value to other people. Step away, step away, step away from people, situations, jobs, scenarios, anything at all that makes you question your own value. It is not healthy for you or anyone. Step away from it. That's such a waste of energy to spend your own energy not only worrying about if somebody else values you, but then turning around and using that energy to question your own value on yourself, when you could be spending that energy loving yourself, healing yourself, knowing yourself, so that you can trust your inner knowing. Like it says right here, rely on your inner knowing. It says here, people, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher, for you will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. So yeah, as I said, when you know your self-worth, you know what you deserve, and you're more confident asking the universe for greater things. When you feel you're deserving of those things, when you're not confident in your self-worth, and when you don't think you're worthy of things, you're not going to ask for those things. That's why I said it's so important for you to step away from anything or anyone, and I'll keep saying it over and over again until it clicks. But step away from anyone who makes you question your value, or who makes you always question if they value you, because that in return is always going to subconsciously make you question if you are valuable. Don't let it happen. Cut it off. Cut it off. You cannot allow your energy to grow if you're focusing your energy on if other people value you. Use that energy to grow yourself and transform yourself and enhance and confirm your own self-worth. And that is going to give you the confidence that you need in your sacral chakra, Capricorns. I think that's all the messages I get from you, or for you. But step into your light. Step into it. Like the chair is illuminated. Step into it. Okay, Aqua. The age of Aquarius. Okay. Oh, miracle. Nice. Okay, so this is yellow. So this is solar plexus right here. So my aquas need to work on their solar plexus. And I believe solar plexus is about like confidence. It's like right in like your belly button area. Um, Trusting your gut. Oh, is there a woman in there? Oh, there's a woman in the flames. Oh, I just noticed that. Mm, good things are coming, Aqua. Good things are coming. There is like a passion and a light that is burning within you, that is igniting your solar plexus. I think there will be a situation or an opportunity presented to you, that will seem like a miracle, that will seem like it's just given from above, like your prayers have been answered, like something that you've asked for, and this is going to boost your confidence and bring healing to your solar plexus here. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like a gift from the universe. Like a warm, loving gift. It's like something you wanted that you didn't think was possible or obtainable. Um, like in the 3D, I'm hearing. Okay, let's read from the book here. Okay, it says Miracle, Sun Sparkler. The brightest of all the thoughts resides in the sun, yellow. As natural, sorry, as natural radiance stems from pure integrity. Be honest and forthright no matter what. With the energy of the sun, a miracle awaits. You instinctively know what is authentic. Trust this. Yes, trust your intuition. Trust that you know, trust that the universe has your back. Trust that what is coming is for you. Even if it's like a blessing in disguise. Like maybe you're wondering like, oh, like why did this happen? It seems bad. But maybe like there's a blessing behind it. It says integrity is what turns on the light. And this card speaks of like selflessness and just owning up to things so that you can be deserving of the good things that the universe wants to give you. It says, do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. So yeah, maybe you are a light and a kindness in people or someone's life in particular. Maybe you're a miracle to them. Maybe they feel like it's a miracle just to know you or to have access to you or to be near you. Maybe that there's a way that you rejuvenate people that you're unaware of. Um, Maybe there's like an authenticity to you in the way that you are kind to people that strengthens their hope and humanity, maybe even. But it says here, being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles, gifts, reward, integrity. So I think you being this like leader by example that you have been has really helped not only yourself and your reputation, but it's helped other people feel more confident um, stepping into that energy themselves. Because it's easy for everybody to be an asshole if everybody's an asshole, right? Because it's like everybody acts like this, but whenever you like, but when like a lot of people are nice, it's kind of hard for that one asshole to be an asshole. He looks even more like an asshole because he's the only one asshole. I mean, he's still, there's always going to be one guy somewhere. Like, I'm not saying it's, but I'm just saying, like, when you create a norm or an atmosphere where people generally um, hold themselves a certain way, you generally have a better atmosphere, correct? Like you so I think, like I said, you've been leading by example, you've been being kind, although other people haven't been being kind, and it's motivated and inspired other people to be that way, which in little ways is a miracle, because sometimes it really just it does take one person either speaking up for somebody else or sticking up for somebody else, or one person being kind um, to really motivate others to do the same. And maybe you're that person, maybe that one person that, like I said, is that light for someone, that is that rejuvenator, that is that person that speaks up for the little guy, quote unquote, for the underdog. Um, maybe you're someone that doesn't allow bullying around you, that doesn't allow like unfair treatment. Um, which would make sense. Like this is you're an Aquarian, so humanitarian. You probably don't stand for any of that, and because you hold people just and you require justice and fairness, that brings good things to you. That brings miracles that coming your way, and it not only strengthens your confidence, but it strengthens other people's confidence within themselves to not only know that you're supportive, but like I said, you've created a level of confidence in them, knowing that they could possibly stick up for themselves the same way, or they can do the same things. When you show other people that it's possible, then they sometimes, I don't know, sometimes people need an example. Like they need to visually see that it's possible. So when you're that example, um, they're more likely to try it out and see if it works, like if it works so well for you, maybe it'll work for them. Excuse me. So I definitely sense like good, warm things are coming your way. Your karma is coming back full circle very, very nicely for you, Aquas. Um, what you have done for other people just out of the kindness of your heart and just being who you are authentically is coming back around to bless you for sure. So remain secure. Don't allow anyone to blow out your flame here. Because, anytime you're doing well, people are always gonna like hate in a sense. So don't let anyone take away from the miracle that is coming to you. You deserve it. All right, final one, Pisces. Let's go. Impartiality. Like you're undecided. You're undecided on something. This is a gray card, so this has to do with your crown chakra. So your crown chakra needs attention, Pisces. I don't get the obsessive energy that I got with Scorpio, I don't think. I get more of like a neutral, like you're neutral to something. Like she's holding two things of paint. There's really not like too much of a difference between the paints, besides like a slight color on the outside. It's like either or. You could go either or. Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you're confused in a sense, but not really confused. It's like, I think you know what you could do, but you don't care either way it goes, is what I feel. And maybe this card is suggesting that you need to have more of a sense of direction. Maybe you do need to care. Maybe you need to be more partial and not impartial. Maybe you do need to have an opinion. Maybe there's too many outside things, external things, or maybe too much noise going on for you to hear your guides, or for you to hear even your own thoughts, for you to really know your own opinion. Maybe you need to quiet the mind or step away. Or maybe it's suggesting that you do need to look at things impartially. Maybe you're getting too entrapped in a way of thinking. You're getting too rigid in a way of thinking, and you need to step back and look at things more objectively. So depending on the situation, that could resonate for some of you differently. Let's see what the book says here. It says, impartiality, Bahana Beige. This is not a time to personally shine, but to allow others to come forth with gifts. You may find yourself in a role of a neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own answers. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased now. Yeah, so like I said just a little bit ago, maybe you do need to step back. Maybe you are someone that everyone comes to for advice. And at this time, you need to be very wary of the advice that you give, because it may not be as palatable as it usually is to those you give your advice to. Or there may be a situation upcoming that you need to be very unbiased about, and you need to stay emotionally detached from. Because you may need to, like, I hear that you may need to, like, be the peacekeeper in a sense. Either in the situation or for someone in a situation, you may need to be the peacekeeper, depending on how that resonates. Yeah, it says you may find yourself in a role of a neutral advisor. Yeah, like someone else. Like there could be a situation where someone wants you to be impartial, or someone wants you to give their opinion, or someone wants you to be the judge or the peacekeeper, or the witness in a sense. You know what I mean? Like the third party witness. Like, hey, can you be there while me and her talk or something, or me and them talk, so that like I can have somebody there that like knows what happened, type thing. So definitely try to refrain from, like I said, giving too much of your advice at this time. I think a lot of people are going to need to just need someone to vent on, someone to listen to them. I don't think anybody really wants to hear anything constructive at this point. I think it's all about like venting. It says here, I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. So, yeah, allow others to vent. I think if you allow yourself to get too caught up in what other people have going on and don't remain impartial, this could affect your crown chakra. It says, take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. It says, if I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? So, like I said, perhaps there is something or a situation that is going to happen where you need to remain emotionally detached, and you need to remain in an objective state as much as you can for either yourself or for somebody in their situation, because you could be brought into a situation, it sounds like, where you're asked to be some type of like counsel, you're asked to be some type of like advisor, and to be like a judge is supposed to be the neutral, right? So try as hard as you can to not be too easily swayed, it sounds like here. Like I said, it's going to affect your crown chakra if you do not remain impartial in because like I said, if somebody sways you, if that takes like it's going to take some level of manipulation to sway anyone. But like that's what lawyers are for, right? They plead their case, you know what I mean? Not saying that like law is manipulation, but I'm saying that like when you plead your case, you know, like people are trying to appeal to you in a way, right? So when it does become manipulation, when somebody's pleading their case for you to believe a certain thing or for you to be on their side, it does affect your crown chakra because they are altering the way that you see things in your perception. So don't allow that to happen. Protect your crown chakra, remain impartial and objective as much as you can in situations coming up, so that your perception isn't impacted negatively, especially by situations that don't even really involve you and that you are just supposed to be an advisor on, you know. It says neutral position, allowing things to unfold, standing in other shoes, uplifted communication, open-minded, fairness, and guide. So, I suggest to quietly listen, Pisces. Do not make things about you. Not saying that you guys do or anything, but I'm just saying, as you can tell with all of the information that not only I read out of the descriptions in the book, but the intuitive messages that I picked up, it's not about you or anyone else. It's really about being impartial, and staying as unbiased as you can. In situations going further with via friends, work, whatever. It sounds like it's going to be really important for you and for others for you to be the reasonable one, I want to say. So that is all the messages I give for you, Pisces. I hope they resonated. All right, everyone, those are all of the messages that I received for you. I hope that they resonated with all of you, some of you, most of you. If they did not, that's totally fine. Maybe the next ones will. I look forward to seeing you all in my next reading, and feel free to leave me a donation or contact me if you would like a personal reading, or if you have a specific question that you would like me to try to answer. I would love to try to do that for you. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.